Hello, good morning mga ka-DIY traveler, and today I decided to make a more informative video vlog about the process kung ang pupuntahan is with visa country, no? Because we're gonna be having a trip this coming January 28, 2026. It will be our winter trip for the year 2026, no? And sa China, because we're aiming to visit Harbin, yung area sa China na negative 20 degrees during peak of winter. And again, I decided to create this video, a more informative vlog, for the purpose of building a larger audience, no, sa amin pong YouTube account. So please do help us. It will be our 11th country, technically, no, if we are going to add or count the side trips, no, kagaya ng when we visited Vietnam, we went to Cambodia. Then when we visited Hong Kong, we went also to Macau. Then when we visited Thailand, we crossed the border to Laos, no? So technically, lahat-lahat, all in all, it will be our 11th country, the China, on January 28, 2026. And today is December 12, 2025, and we're going to process our visa. So we're going to Davao today to submit our requirements for the China tourist visa. And our home is more than an hour distant from Davao City, so let's go.
Okay, we've reached Davao. Nasa may bandang coastal road na. And before proceeding to the processing agency, dadaan muna kami ng SMA Pulan to have passport size photo, no, which is one of the requirements sa pag-process ng ating pong Chinese tourist visa. May natira man din kami from our Japan tourist visa application last December or January ba yun. But kailangan ng latest photo, so to be sure magpapakuha na lang din kami ng bago, and right after that diretso na doon sa processing agency. And while driving, I'd like to discuss the requirements needed, no, sa ating pong visa application for guidance na din po sa mga first time traveler to with visa countries, no, like China. Of course, number one is the duly accomplished form provided to us by the processing agency, but I guess pwede naman din siyang i-download from the Embassy of China. And then, of course, the most important is that your passport na at least 6 months yung validity, no, the original, and the photocopy of the front page, no, of the passports. Kailangan one of the needed requirements then included yung old passport, no. So this is the first time na ni-require kami to have the old passport submitted, no. Nakalagay sa list of requirements is the old China tourist visa if you have. Pero again, this will be our first time to visit China. So you are a businessman like me, of course you need to submit your ITR or the income tax return together with the permits, no, yung mayor's permit, the BIR permit, and your bank statement as well, no, and DTI certificate. And for my wife, she is employed, so we need to submit her certificate of employment, ITR, company ITR, and payslip, signed payslip, and also her bank statement and company ID.
May biglaang change of plan pagkadating namin ng SMA Ecolan because we're supposed to submit our application sa isang agency in Lanang, Davao City. But then nalaman namin that the agency who processed our Japan visa last January is now accepting China visa process. And although the price was a bit higher, which cost us 4,888 for each of us, but the no need to have a personal appearance to the consulate made us decide na doon na. So the first visit was more on checking our details and scrutinizing all of our requirements. And we brought all the documents back home for scanning kasi nga, first step ng China tourist visa application will be online. And we availed additional service from the agency with an extra fee. Now, right after scanning and saving in PDF file all of our documents, sila na ang bahalang mag-upload nito sa website ng China Embassy. And we paid 300 pesos for each person. Sulit na for convenience. And after 2 days, we returned to the agency to have a final check on our encoded details and uploaded documents before sending it to the China Embassy website. It took only 2 days when we were notified by the agency that the certification from the China Embassy website was issued already. Ibig sabihin, kompleto po ang aming requirements. And that they acknowledged all of our documents and now awaiting for approval. Okay mga ka-traveler, dagdag kaalaman lang, no? Kasi may mga nadagdag din sa list of requirements, no? For you to know, now that we are applying for a China tourist visa, because for your information, this is our 4th time applying for a visa. The first one was in 2019 when we had our first Korea trip, kasi nakadalawang punta na kami ng Korea. The second one, 2024, nung nag-Korea ulit kami, kasi pinuntahan namin yung pusa na hindi namin napuntahan sa first. Then the third one, yun po ang pinaka-recent, no? Last January of this year, early January, nag-apply na kami for visa for the February Japan trip. So ano ba yung mga requirements na wala sa tatlong pagkakataon na yon na meron ngayon, again, that now we are applying for a China tourist visa, no? So, actually, kung iisipin mo, masyadong risky, no? Risky for your finances, kumbaga, kung sakaling maging negative ang result, no? Kasi strongly required ni Chinese Embassy ang bookings ng hotel at ng airline. So again, ang mga dagdag requirements po when you are applying for a China tourist visa is the booking of the airline round trip, from here papunta sa China, then China going back home. Then yung bookings ninyo sa inyo pong accommodations in China. Ayun. Pero sinasabi ko nga mga ka-traveler, kami ni Mrs. masyadong risk taker pagdating sa pag-a-apply ng visa, no? Kasi nga sa history ng amin po mga travel, just like when we had our first with visa travel, no, yung Korea in 2019, we booked our ticket, plane ticket, before submitting our application for visa, no? At nung panahong iyon, nadala ng excitement, so hindi pa namin talaga alam kung ano yung mga requirements for a tourist visa sa Korea. And thank God, na-approve naman hanggang sa pangatlong beses na nag-apply kami ng visa. The recent one, again, it was Japan. So yun din yung ginawa namin, nag-book prior to the submission of the application for visa kahit hindi required. So this time, required na siya. So hindi na kami masyadong nahirapan kasi yun yung sanayan namin gawin, na we booked our airplane ticket prior to the processing of the visa. So usually, si hotel bookings, yun yung hindi namin ginagawa prior to the visa processing, no? Kasi nga, masyadong time-consuming yung paggawa ng itinerary. So, gusto naming maging flexible na muna without the hotel bookings para ma-adjust. Just like for our China trip, we'll be visiting 3 major cities, no? First, Shanghai, our entry point. Then, Harbin. Then, Beijing as our exit point, no? So, mahaba-habang research ang gagawin for the itinerary. So, mas preferred sana namin na hindi pa makapag-book na hotel para ma-adjust din yung days of stay sa Shanghai, days of stay sa Harbin and Beijing. But again, it is now required, no, by the embassy kasi nga China tourist visa na yung a-applyan namin. So, a week before submitting our application, nag-book na ako ng hotel accommodation namin sa Shanghai, Harbin, and Beijing. Pero, ano ba ang paraan para mabigyan pa din ng panahon for planning, no? Kahit nakapag-book ka na ng hotel accommodation. What I did, I booked our accommodations sa trip.com kasi yun yung may pinakamababang rate, no, for hotels in China. I also checked the other booking apps like Agoda, Klook, and Booking.com. Kasi sa Booking.com, when we had our Thailand, Laos, tapos Vietnam, Cambodia, mas mura si Booking.com. But this time that we are booking for China accommodation, mas mura si Trip.com. So, I made sure na yung nabook kong hotel accommodations are free of cancellation. Ayan, para at least ma-adjust pa namin din yung days of stays namin sa mga bawat city na amin pong pupuntahan. Sa ating mga kaibigan na PSBank account holders na katulad ko po, ano yung nakalagay sa thumbnail na very important advice for the PSBank account holders. Kasi nga, required ni Embassy ang ating pong statement of account together with the bank statement, no? And si PSBank, yung template ng kanila pong certificate or bank certificate, ADB without the words in the last 6 months, no? So, hindi pwede ding baguhin ni branch kasi nga, yun talaga yung pinaka-template nila. So, eto ang nangyari. Isa sa mga naging dahilan kung bakit kailangan pa naming bumalik, no, after our first visit. Kasi nga, pinuntahan ko pa si branch asking kung pwede bang palagyan ng in the last 6 months. Pero hindi daw, no, negative. Kasi nga, from the website na yung format ng bank certificate. So ano ba ang dapat gawin ni PSBank account holder sa mga pagkakataong ito? Okay, so tinawagan ko ang processing agency. Actually, dalawang processing agency talaga na parang strictly required nila to have the words in the last 6 months below the ADB. No, below the ADB, dapat may in the last 6 months. So I called the processing agency informing them na yun talaga, hindi mababago ng branch kung ano ang template ng PSBank or format ng PSBank sa kanilang bank certificate. So the advice was, make a letter of explanation. Okay? So ikaw na account holder and being the applicant, ikaw ang gagawa ng letter of explanation explaining na ang inyong deposit account, bank of account, tama ba? Bank of account, oo. Ang kanilang format talagang walang in the last 6 months and they refuse to issue such certificate na merong nakalagay na in the last 6 months. And thankfully, we made the letter, mga ka-traveler, at pumasa naman. So we received from the embassy the certificate na kompleto po yung requirements.
And that ends our vlog, mga ka-traveler. Again, this is Winston with my wife, Crisel. And this has been another Winston Travel Log. Godspeed!
And there's a place that I've dreamed of, where I can free my mind. I hear the sounds of the season and lose all sense of time.